What is up, guys? Today I thought I would make another video for you. Today we are going to talk more than you care to know about 67 VW radios, and specifically Beetle radios. So I just thought I'd give you a quick overview of everything it takes to install a radio, the different models that they had in 1967, different variations and varieties, and we'll just go from there. So in 1967, as you guys are well aware, Volkswagen switched from 6 volts to 12 volt. And with that, Bendix released new radios for the 67 year. They're 1 year only. In 1967, they both had a Sapphire 5, a Sapphire 6, and a Sapphire 8. And they were all 12 volt. The Sapphire 5 is a AM only radio. The Sapphire 6 is a AM FM radio, and the Sapphire 8 is a 8-track player. With the Sapphire 8, they came with both an in-dash as well as a under-dash mount Sapphire 8. And so let me show you guys just a few of the different radios. Here is an NOS Sapphire 5 Motorola radio. And here is a used, this is the original radio for my sedan, 67 sedan. This is a Bendix. And one of the differences in 67 Sapphire 5 radios is that there was both a Bendix and a Motorola. Somewhere in the middle of the 67 production year, probably early January or so, the company Motorola bought out Bendix Radios division. And so after mid-year, you will start to see Motorola radios in your 67 Beetle. Now, the way that you can tell the difference between a Bendix radio and a Motorola radio is the cap here. This is on the Motorola, and it's on the side. You'll see that Motorola logo. And on the Bendix, it's in the front. And if I can move this a second, you'll see it's right here. All right. That is the main difference. Another difference is that the wiring changed. Okay, so with a Bendix, you'll have a plug like this for your speaker wires, green and black with a green stripe, and they're different like that. Now with my NOS Motorola radio, these are your speaker wires. Okay, they're now brown, and brown with a yellow stripe. And this is your power wire for your light. It's blue, and then the actual power wire for the radio. All right, so that is your Sapphire 5 radio. Now, here is a Sapphire 6 radio. Okay, you'll notice that it's AM FM. This is a Bendix. Now, the way that you switch from AM to FM is with this right here. You slide this guy over, now we're on AM. If I slide it over now, we're on FM. And so you can tune your stations that way. Now, with this NOS radio that I have, this Motorola, I also got an NOS faceplate. I want to show you guys the way that the installation order of the parts in case you buy a radio. Now, oftentimes guys will just sell a radio like this with a faceplate and a pair of knobs and a pair of either chrome or rubber knobs. And what you're missing and what you need is this radio mount. This is important to install on the back side of your dash. And this little lip here goes towards the front. So it's gonna be like this, okay? And that mounts to your dash. And then on the other side of the dash panel is going to be your radio faceplate, a couple locking knobs, then your tonal knobs, and then finally your volume and your tuner knob. Okay. So in early 67 and very original cars, you're only going to see chrome knobs. Early cars came with chrome knobs. Now, despite what people think, these are not the only knobs that came in a 67 radio, okay? So early production cars, I'm talking at least November, if not December and back, you will see a chrome knob. And only then after that will you see these rubber knobs. People do enjoy the rubber knobs though, because they look great on the dash. That's why I collect them, and that's why I have so many of them, is because I prefer this. Now, I don't have any Sapphire 8s right now, but like I said, there's an in-dash model as well as an under-dash model, and those have both AM radio as well as the 8-track player. Now, if you are looking for a original speaker for your 1967 Beetle, if you look in the Bendix parts list, you'll notice that there's both a 5-inch and a 6-inch speaker. The 5-inch speaker is normally a part number for a Karmann Ghia, and the 6-inch is normally the part number for a Beetle. Every original 1967, and I'm talking highly original car that I have found, comes with a 5-inch speaker as well as an adapter. The 5-inch speaker that you want to be looking for your 1967 Beetle is this one right here, 209-4857-0701. It's an 8-ohm Bendix speaker. And if you find an original one, it'll come in a box like this. This box was eaten by rats or mice, but thankfully it wasn't destroyed, the speaker itself. Originally, $6.55. If I could buy that today for that price, I'd buy 100 of them. Obviously, every BW radio was installed here in the States by the distributor, by the dealership. Okay, so there was the reason why you don't see Blaupunks and the reason why you don't see other manufacturers in US model Beetles is because there was a tariff. And so you will only see Blaupunks in rest of world cards, ROW cars. So there are different options, different varieties. Obviously, they were all dealer installed. And so there is no specific answer. Every dealer supplied their own antennas and their own radios. And so you could have had a different model. But this is what you would normally find in most 67 Beetles. And that is it for today, guys. Hope you have a good one.